Hi, this is Chef Stacy. We're once again back at the kitchen at Journey Christian Church in Apopka, Florida. This month, I get the pleasure to talk about life groups. Life groups at Journey are groups that get together either for Bible study, prayer, even just friendship and building community. But when you go to a large church, sometimes it's really, really hard to get to know people and to just make friendships and make real connections. So life groups are meant to get you in a smaller group with some people that you can do life with. So today, I have somebody really special. I have a life group that I participate in, and it's online, but I have somebody here from my life group. His name is Eddie. Come on over here, Eddie. Eddie and his wife, Yesenia, they participate in a life group that we have online. So tell me, Eddie.
Yes.
How'd you discover Journey?
Well, Journey was discovered by us. We moved to Apopka in 2012. And we used to belong to a big church down in South Orange County where we lived. And we always had that connection down there. When we moved up here, we continued to go there. But obviously, you start to get disconnected because the trip was 45 minutes, an hour away. And so we luckily came into Journey, fell in love with it the first day, fell in love with Pastor John's sermons and everybody else that was so friendly and nice. And we've been here ever since. And I think we're going on about 5 or 5.5 years being here now. Yeah.
Well, with Eddie being in my life group, I've gotten to know that he likes to cook.
Yes.
And he likes spicy foods. So today, him cooking with me is perfect. We've been doing this sermon series called The Prodigals. And there's a scene in The Prodigals where there is a party. When the father welcomes the son home, he throws a huge party and he kills the fatted calf. But we're not gonna kill a fatted calf today. We're gonna do something a little more on the fiesta side, but we're gonna do a shrimp ceviche.
Nice.
Nice, right? We're gonna do a shrimp
Exciting.
ceviche and a Mexican corn dip. So to get started, we have got some shrimp here. So the biggest thing about making ceviche is kind of, people get scared about it because they don't want to make it at home. It's something that you normally see when you go out into the restaurant, but you can make ceviche at home. And a big thing is you've got to have some really high quality, fresh shrimp. Now, if you look here, I've got some shrimp here that I'm going to pick up some. I've already got it deveined. It's about the 31 to 40, kind of the medium to large size. I've already got it deveined. We've got the tails off, but I want you to notice the color because we're gonna kind of cook it in a different way. Normally when you cook shrimp, you're gonna saute it or broil it, but today we're gonna cook it in citrus juices. So I want you to see that color on it and see how it's kind of a pale, kind of grayish white color there. It's gonna turn pink as it cooks. So I'm gonna have you pull that over, Eddie.
Excellent.
And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna need a half a cup of some lime juice. So, here, we're gonna do some limes. Would you zest that for me first?
Sure.
I never like to waste the zest of a lime,
Where to put
because
the
that's
zest?
where all the flavor is. You can put it right in there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze this one. We're gonna try to get a half a cup of lime juice going here. And if we don't get enough going, then I've got some lime juice out of the jar. But the citrus acids are what's going to kind of cook the shrimp. I wish you could smell that.
Amazing.
You can already smell the fresh lime flavor going.
Makes your mouth water.
I like Mexican food. It's one of my favorites. I like spicy foods too.
And you're right, ceviche is one of those things that people don't usually make at home, and they'll order it out, but they won't make it at home.
Right? Now I read, let's go ahead and squeeze that. Here, I'm gonna give you this to squeeze it. Cut that one in half and you can squeeze this one in here too. Looks like we've got about a third of a cup, and then we'll bring it up to a half a cup with this. I read that ceviche is a Peruvian dish.
It is a Peruvian dish, but it's famous or popular in a lot of different countries. And it's gotten to the point where every country is almost making their own version of
Versions
ceviche.
of it. So do you have a different version? What's your favorite twist on it?
I do. My twist is scallops and orange juice. So it's still an acid base, but it gives it a sweeter tang.
Oh, I like that. Ooh, we'll have to try that. All right, we're gonna bring this up to 1/2 cup here. And let's pour that right into the pan there, and we're gonna cover it.
The shrimp?
Yep. We're gonna cover that juice. What you wanna do is get a shallow pan, and you wanna cover the lime juice because the shrimp needs to kind of sit down in there and cook. It's already smelling good.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna add a little salt and pepper on that. Now that needs to sit in the fridge for at least 30 minutes, maybe to an hour.
You gotta enjoy what you do.
Perfect. I love cooking. And no one in my house likes to talk about food, so that's why I like to talk with Eddie, because he'll talk food with me. Let's put that in the fridge behind us, and we're gonna make up the rest of this dish. The rest of this dish is going to be some diced tomatoes, some avocado, some cucumber, some red onion, and we're gonna mix that almost like we're making a salad to go with that. Why don't you grab one of those? I'll start on the tomatoes. Now, do you keep seeds in or keep seeds out when you make them?
I always keep the seeds in because the seeds are what makes it hot. If you take the seeds out, it'll be milder. So if you can't take the heat, take the pits out.
Take the seeds.
Take the seeds
Get rid of the
out.
seeds if you don't want it to be too spicy.
Right.
Now see, I like spicy too, so I don't mind the seeds. And we're gonna give everything a rough dice, rough chop here. We only need 1 jalapeno in this. We're putting 3 tomatoes in it. And then we're gonna add some other ingredients here. But did you know, Eddie, that we have almost 350 people involved in life groups here at Journey?
Nice.
That's a large number.
It is.
Who are getting together either in person or online. Now, we elected to do ours online because everybody has such busy lives and we couldn't coordinate everybody. So we did it online. We did ours on Zoom so that it was easier to plan a time where everybody didn't have to be in the same location.
Mm-hmm. Zoom has been a blessing during these last 2 years, hasn't it?
You know, I didn't even know what Zoom was until 2 years ago.
A lot of people didn't.
You want to cut that one up for me?
There's so many different things you can do now with Zoom, or at least I think so anyway. I know that you've probably always been able to do it. I just didn't know about it.
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh at this, but I was a member of a gym before the pandemic hit, and I loved Zumba classes. So the lady that was teaching there, she started a Facebook page for everybody that was in her classes when we were in quarantine, and she did Zumba for 6 months for free for us.
Wow. That's amazing.
All right, so we got our tomatoes in here. All right, let's do an avocado. Our avocados are a little firmer than they should be. You generally want just a little bit of give to them, but we're gonna try to work with these. Let's see if we can get these cut in half here. Oh, you did yours so quick.
What?
Oh.
And a splat.
That's all right, you did yours so quick. I'm cutting mine in half lengthwise, and then if you spin it generally, see, you get 1/2 with the seed in it, and then 1/2 with that. See, this is how I do mine. Let me show you. So how are you? Oh, you're cutting out your middle part?
Yeah,
okay.
they're a little hard.
So how I cut mine when it's in the seed, this part here, see if I can just show you this. Now I'm cutting in the palm of my hand. So you wanna be careful because you don't wanna cut through and stab yourself, okay? So I'm gonna make some slices right in here. This is how I was taught to do it.
Usually you just smack the pit and take it out.
And then the pit will just come right out. But these are a little firmer than. Yeah. Oh, I need a spoon here. Let me take this. And then I'm just gonna scoop these out here. You can almost,
Yeah, this one.
yeah, you can almost just.
This one needed a little help.
Need a little help. They're a little firmer today, so we got a little extra muscle that we're using today on these. I love avocado. You get so many good properties out of avocado. So we're
Vitamin
throwing in
E.
some fresh avocado. We've already got jalapeno in there. We've got, what else do we have in this bowl already? We've got now, I'm gonna get you to cut a little onion. We've got a little red onion we're gonna add to it, and then I'm gonna add about half of this. This is an English cucumber. I don't know if you can see it. It's a lot longer and a little bit thinner than your regular cucumbers. But what I love about these, I'm gonna show you down the middle, it doesn't have all the seeds that your other fatter cucumbers have. So it works great in this recipe. And I'm gonna give these a rough cut. Look how fresh and colorful this is looking.
And how much onion do you recommend?
About half. We don't have to, that one is kind of big. We don't have to use all of that, but about half. What I like about this recipe too, is that you really don't have to measure everything perfectly. I like recipes like that. You just want to toss together almost some of your favorite veggies.
Put in your favorite color.
Look at the colors on this. You've got purple, red, green. It does look like a party in a bowl, doesn't it?
That's it.
Nice. Look how colorful that is. Woo! And what we're gonna do is toss this in a little lime juice. We're gonna add some cilantro. And if you'll cut up some cilantro for me, I'm gonna add a little garlic powder. And I've got some garlic clove here. And you know me from all my cooking shows. I like my garlic layered. I'm a garlic girl. So I'm gonna give those a little rough mince, but we want your garlic to be a little smaller pieces. You don't want anyone to just bite down into a piece of garlic. So you want it minced kind of small.
I'm a big garlic fan.
I can't cook without garlic.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, garlic is like a staple in every recipe. If it doesn't have garlic on the recipe, I'm adding garlic to the recipe. Oh, look at that. I love the smell of fresh cilantro. Here, give me a few of those little ones there. And the smell on this with the cilantro, you're starting to be able to smell all the ingredients. I love this. Perfect, 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 perfect. If you'd give us a little salt and pepper on this, I'm gonna spritz a little of the lime juice on there. Look at that. This is gonna mix with our shrimp. Haha. Once this all marinates together, this is gonna be fabulous. Can you smell that?
Wonderful. Smell of it. That's the next thing we need.
Get our shrimp out of the oven, out of this fridge, and then we're gonna toss this all together and just let that marinate all together. Yes. Now I want you to, so the camera can see this too, even for the short amount of time, if you saw how white the shrimp was at first, look at the color changing. You can see the color changing right before your eyes. We're gonna give that a stir. And you can see how it's already, even like this piece right here, it's already pinking up. That's what you want. That lime juice is literally cooking the shrimp.
Again, this is a dish you'd want to prepare.
Now, talking about preparing, when to prepare it is, you cannot make this too far ahead. This is one of those dishes that you really want to just cook it and serve it. You don't want to make this ahead because what's happening is, in fact, I'm not going to mix this in yet. I'm going to let these continue. We need to let these cook for about 30 minutes at least. Put that in the fridge. We're going to put this in the fridge and we're going to mix that all together. But talking about when to prepare it is, you definitely want to prepare it the day you're going to serve it. Okay? You don't want to make this ahead because what's happening is those little pieces of shrimp, as they're cooking in the lime juice, they're going to overcook. It's going to continue to cook. So if you do want to save it, say that you want to make it early in the morning and you don't want to serve it till tonight, then I would drain off the lime juice so that it's not sitting in so much juice, and then put it in the fridge in a nice sealed container, but do serve it within 48 hours. After 48 hours, it's gone. You want to get rid of that.
I think as soon as you put it out, it'll be gone. Definitely that. It's good.
Okay, now we're gonna make Mexican corn dip. This is so fun to make, so easy to make. And if you're looking for a great dip for a chip, this is it. So we're gonna start off with, grab this bowl right here, these two bigger bowls there, right? We're gonna start off with some cream cheese, and we're gonna use that mixer over there on the side. I have got some low-fat cream cheese and some low-fat sour cream. We're gonna whip that with a little garlic and a little hot sauce. You can use any hot sauce, Tabasco, wing sauce, anything that's got a little kick to it. Open this up. And we're gonna mix those up. Could I get the zest of another lime in this mix too? Never waste the skin. We're gonna add this cream cheese there, and then we're gonna just kind of whip it together. I like one bowl dishes that are easy to make. Don't take a lot of fuss. So do you ever celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
No.
You don't?
I don't.
No?
And it's a fun celebration, and I understand, but it's an American tradition as opposed to Mexican.
Yes.
But yeah, it's very festive, though. I know
For
that.
those of you who celebrate it, if you're having a nice little family get-together, this is a perfect dish to have for that. You can invite some friends over, and then just have all these little things to nosh on and to celebrate with. Alrighty, we're gonna have that going there. We have got this low-fat sour cream and the low-fat cream cheese in there. I've got my little bit of garlic there. Let's give those a little cut. We're gonna cut some of those up, and we're gonna add some lime juice here. Soften everything up with the lime juice. And hot sauce. Now, I know that he likes hot, so I tried to find something with a little kick to it. We just want like 2 tablespoons of that. Just a little pinch of...
To taste?
a little pinch of something with a little heat on it. And I'm gonna cut up this little red onion here, and we're gonna add that in for a second too. And after you cut that up, if you'll bring that mixer over, and we're just gonna give that a quick little mix. Yes. All right, we're gonna whip that just to blend it all, and then we're gonna fold in the rest of these ingredients. Oh.
This is always the dangerous part.
Don't wanna splash me.
Yes.
Have you ever done that with a mixer, a stand
plenty
mixer?
Plenty of times.
It's all over the counter, especially if you got foil. Perfect. You're just giving that a little mix, and you can see that hot sauce is just oozing in there and giving that little flavor. But we're gonna add in some corn, and we've got 2 different kinds of cheeses. We've got a Mexican cheese, a cotija, but if you can't find that, just substitute that for a little bit of a feta. And then we've got a little pepper jack cheese. Gonna add that in. Are you ready? See if we can mix this in. mix that all in there. There's a lot of things you can do with this mix here.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of things. Okay, so I am gonna drop in the onions there. So we've got a really cheesy mixture going. And then we're gonna fold in the corn. And then one last thing is I'm gonna chop up one more jalapeno.
Nice. Is that because of me?
That and the hot sauce too. So hopefully, I've got some guests who are waiting on us in another room.
Oh, nice.
And we've got some life group people here who participate in life groups. So they are gonna be our party group today that we're gonna serve this to.
Very nice. It reminds me of Nehemiah. What is it? Nehemiah 8:10, right? It says, "Go and enjoy choice food and sweet drink,
Yes.
and prepare for those that didn't bring any or didn't have
yes.
any." Yeah.
Well, what I love about food is, to me, whenever you're having all of your great fellowships in your big family gatherings, you have food with it.
Yeah.
So food and fellowship, just to me, go hand in hand. And I always tell people, make food a part of your faith journey, because food is such a big role in your life.
Mm-hmm. And it always seems to be the kitchen that attracts.
Everybody wants to gather in the chicken.
Right?
Everybody wants to hang out in the kitchen.
That's always a good sign.
We are going to put this in that glass casserole bowl over there, and we're going to put this all in the oven. I'm throwing in the jalapeno here. Is there if you got a few little cilantro leaves left in there, give us a few of those if you got a few little left on the top there.
For garnish?
Yes. We'll put it over the top. How easy is this? This is one of the easiest dishes you can make. We took the cream cheese, corn, we took 2 kinds of cheeses, jalapeno, a little red onion, a little splash of lime juice, a little splash of some hot sauce, and we're gonna bake this so that it makes a nice cheesy dip. This will be a hit at any gathering.
Yes, it will.
See, now imagine in the Bible if the if the father from that story, he made a Mexican fiesta and did this dip.
And use pita bread.
For or challah bread or something. Yeah. For this dip. Okay, so we're gonna put this in here and we're gonna put this in the oven. Thank you. Throw that over the top. Now we're gonna bake this at 350 for about 15 minutes. And then we've got some guests. We've got some special guests that we get to serve all this to and try it out for. So I'm gonna put this in the oven and we're gonna bake it. And when we come back, we're gonna be able to have a party.
The amazing part was that all this was done in less than an hour.
See, everything was done quickly. I loved it too. Welcome back. I've got some special guests with me here today. I've got Terry, Chandra, Doug, and Kenny. They all participate in life groups here at Journey, and they all participate in building community and fellowship with other members here. I love this. So, you guys, we've been doing the series about the prodigals. Yes. And he had a fiesta. He had a party. We're calling it a fiesta today when the son came home. So today we made you, with Eddie, my assistant over here, we made you a little special treats. We made you a shrimp ceviche and we made you a Mexican hot corn dip. So you've got some different chips on your table. So I'm gonna serve you, but I wanna show the audience this. We were talking about curing ceviche. Ceviche is just one of those dishes you make at home, but you're scared to make it because you're actually cooking the shrimp in lime juice. And I want you to see how pink it is now, because when it started, the shrimp was kind of white and gray, and now it's all nice and pinked up. That's what you want because it's been kind of soaking and curing in this lime juice. And we're gonna mix it. We're gonna mix in. We have avocado in here. We have tomatoes, onion. Oh my goodness, there's jalapeno in here. There's cilantro, all kinds of good stuff that we're gonna stir in. And you guys are gonna get to taste this and dip it. Ooh. Look at the colors. Look at the colors on this. The colors are so pretty on this. And this is something that all of you can make at home for your different life groups. Look how pretty that is. I'm gonna top that off with just a little last finish of salt and pepper. Just to bring out those flavors. Give it one last stir, and then you get to enjoy. I can't even wait to eat this. I love food with colors. We eat with our eyes first. Now, I'm told, Terry, that you order ceviche every time you go out.
Every time.
Yes.
Thank you.
So take a bite. Come on over here, Eddie, and you can get you a little dish here. We got some chips over there.
Amazing.
I got these shrimp from Whole Foods this morning, but people always wonder, what if my shrimp is frozen? But most of the time when you go to Publix, it's a pre-frozen shrimp. But once you thaw it, you can use that. You can use that. But once you thaw it, you use it. Don't save it or don't refreeze it or anything like that. So you can buy free-frozen, but then go ahead and use it. And this is one of those dishes that you have to make and serve. You can't make it ahead.
Good job. This is one of my favorite things to get every time I go for Mexican. I always order ceviche.
Well, I have to be honest with you. I'm kind of finicky when it comes to eating different foods, especially like Mexican, if I don't know what it is. And this is my first ceviche, actually. So you broke me in very well. What I like about this dish is I'm enjoying the flavors because I love the garden fresh vegetables, tomatoes and the cucumbers, which I really love. And then I love onions and peppers, which is all kind of flavoring under my tongue right now. There's a little bit of heat back there. I think it's from the peppers. And I love cilantro. That kind of gives it a kick at the end. So very good. I mean, you really hit it off with this dish. You got to try it.
Yes. For our next dish, we have got a nice warm Mexican dip. Woo.
Yeah, I'm studying.
If you have a few little chips left, this is corn. It's got a little sour cream, a little cream cheese. It's got a little jalapeno, a little onion in it, some garlic, of course. You know I don't do anything with garlic. Got some little cilantro on the top here. And we warmed it up in the oven, and it just all melts together.
Thank you.
There you go.
Stacy, this is wonderful. After the first that I had, just moaning that it was so good, I don't want to stop. This is wonderful.
It is really delicious. It's nice and warm. It's got a little spice to it. Everything just kind of mixes together just to be a lot of flavor. So, well done.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we are not done, you guys.
What?
We've got a surprise for you. Eddie is making a 3-layer espresso. Take it away, Eddie.
Well, you know, espresso is very popular, and I mixed it up a little bit. So I'm going to bring your eyes over here. And what we've done is we've put a first layer of sweetened condensed milk. We're going to add a second layer of your favorite espresso. We're going to top it off with your favorite whipped cream. I usually make mine, but this is just as good. And then whatever sprinkle you want. Usually cinnamon is always the best. And there it is, 3-layer espresso. So, ladies first.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
Let's cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stir and mix. Stir and drink.
Just having the warm espresso after having all this great food is just so comforting.
And something warm after a meal is always good for digestion too, so little health tip.
And the hint of cinnamon. Oh, yes. I love the hint of cinnamon in this. It's so pretty in the cup too.
Wow. That is good.
Oh. Well, I just want to thank all of you guys for participating in life groups here at Journey. And it's not just about coming to church on Sunday. It's about having community and connections and fellowship, Monday through Saturday. So thank you all for all you do with your own life groups. And I'm just thanking Eddie for being a part, him and his wife Yesenia for being a part of my life group. And so if you want any of these recipes today, go to journeychristian.com/cookingwithchef download the recipes. Remember to always make food a part of your faith journey. And join us next month and enjoy your fiesta with your family. Bye, everybody.